Hi YouTube, welcome to part 4 of the Wolseley WD8 Restoration. I've put on the head gasket now and rebolted the head back on, the 5 studs. They're all the same length on this one. Normally 2 are longer and the other 3, because those 2 normally go, that one there and that one there are normally your longer ones because your sockets can fit around them easier, but these 5 are all the same length. Gave it a third coat of the paint. The cast iron sliders only had 2 coats, but they coated quite well anyway. They're going to get scuffed up now anyway, probably expect. The mag is all timed up and put back on. The tank straps are painted black. This I've left on at the minute. I know it's a WD8 and the starting handle should turn the engine that way, but I don't have the starting handle for it except for like a Lister petal one, but someone's welded this adaptation onto it, but the original grip key thing is still on the back there, so when I do find a proper handle I'll just grind that off and take them off, but it can stay on for the minute. That lettering will be done red. The lettering down here will be done red. I do all the raised lettering in colour, especially on this one be red. That stud there I had a problem, he won't drill out and he's so close to the edge of the cast there because he's quite rusty inside. I think I'm going to leave that one, but he's tightened up quite well because I put 2 thick rubber gaskets and some gutter pipe seal. I'm going to glue on a stud there. I know a lot of people probably won't like that, but at least it does give it a bit of the original sort of style back to it again. I cleaned up the plate today and put that back on. I put them back on while it was like tacky dry because it just helped to stick the plate in the little rivets back in of it. Fuel tanks had a second coat of paint, which we need 1 more. The tap won't come out, but I don't want to force it in case you break the seal around it, but I haven't got paint on it, I can clean it up quite easy with that. The flywheel was just literally just minute painted, both sides. That will need another 2 coats, but the way it runs is the same as my Lister D, so I've got a spare set of Lister transfers down there, and I'm going to put the arrow from the flywheel onto that one to give it a bit of character and make it look smart. Water tap bung, that's all painted up. The oil cap, the dipstick, the fuel cap I've done black. That's the mag points cover, I painted that all black. These are second coat, but they're almost dry, but I've got a bit of sawdust on it because I'm practicing with the router again, get ready for my new trolley when I start building it. I'll go and get some timber, because I get timber quite local from here, because it's nice to use local sort of trees in your trolleys. It gives it a bit more character. I know it looks like ordinary timber, but it makes it feel like it belongs down this way. Basically I think that's come to it. You probably see in the next video, hopefully it should be running, but I'm not going to put the flywheel on at the minute till I built the trolley. It's easier moving the thing around. It's quite heavy to lift around. These all set up, especially as cast iron sliders, so I'll give it some weight. The valves are all set in there now, but I left the cover off for a minute because normally when the engine runs they adjust themselves. On the last one I did, hopefully I've done it not tight enough. Hard enough trying to get the spanner to fit in there. Head gasket was quite tight to get on, but I managed to gently ease it down and put a big washer and a hammer and just tap them gently down around all the studs, and then I pushed the head on it and tied the head bolted down. But I've done a little trick on these studs. Normally you just put them straight in, but I've put a bit of grease in there to help them come off again if I need to. But on the bottom of them I just run a bit of gasket seal around it, and when I tighten it, because sometimes my other one, the other weekend, because I had an alternator on it and it was boiling so much with water, you can see it literally go down because it's boiling so much, it made the copper gasket basically shrink and all the studs came loose, and I didn't notice that, but the next morning I couldn't start it because the water went into, well, I caught it just in time really. So we tightened the head studs down, took the plug out and keep swinging it over, but there wasn't any water splashing out, but I put the plug back in it and it ran about 10 minutes and stopped, and then I put another one in it and it's been fine all day. And on my open day it ran all day fine. As mentioned, I done all the carburetor. I think that's pretty much it, YouTube. But part 4 you should see it either running, or I might temporarily bolt it down on this trolley, but I'd rather wait to get my new timber and build it, which that could be a bit of a while yet, because I'll show you some videos of making my trolley, but it won't probably be that brilliant, but it probably help some people out. I just spend a lot, well, probably the trolley take longer than what the engines took me. The engine I started bank holiday Monday, and it is the same week as Friday evening now, so I stripped all of it down Monday, and this is it, pretty much almost done. So tomorrow, all the painting on it should be pretty much done. I got 4 cast iron wheels down my shed, which I showed you lot in the shed update here on the floor of my shed. I've got to paint them all up black and put on it. And obviously my Leo pump, I've got to build a trolley identical to this one, but this is going to be made out of 4x4 timber, so the cast iron sliders fit in it quite nice. It's not going to be much longer than those sliders, which sliders are 2 foot, so just over 2 foot, they'll be about 2.5 foot long the trolley will be, so it's plenty long enough, don't take up loads of room either. The Leo pump's going to go on the same sort of trolley, but 3x3 timber, because it'll be a bit 4x4 and that'll look horrendously crap. Excuse my language. So, join me for part 4, and thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.